A shakeup at the Greater Memphis Chamber made headlines last week. Thanks for joining us for 3 at 3. I'm Alex Coleman. Ted Townsend resigned as CEO after 4 years on the job, but the man stepping into his shoes is no stranger to the chamber. Duncan Williams has served as chair of the board of directors and now takes over as the interim CEO. He joins us now for his first TV interview since assuming the office. Duncan, welcome back to 3 at 3. Good to see you, my friend. How have you been doing otherwise?
Everything's great. Beautiful night on the river last night. I hope everybody got to make it down to River Beat over the weekend. It was awesome, special time, but everything's good.
I know you take so much great pride in your city, in this community. Let's talk about leadership. Let's talk about the transition. Right. You're stepping in a very crucial moment for the Greater Memphis Chamber. What message, Duncan, do you really want to send about stability during this transition?
Yeah, it's a great question. The most important thing is for the team to know they're supported, right? And that starts with the board chair. Now it's the interim president. But our executive committee, our board, our funders are all super supportive. And so it really is just making sure we continue the great work we're doing. The team is unbelievable. Like, people need to understand how lucky we are to have a chamber team like we do. So just to keep everything going in the right direction, that's my job.
I do have to ask you, of course, Ted Townsend's resignation came as a surprise to many people. We remember one of the last times we heard from Ted was his response to Stephen A. Smith of ESPN about the Grizzlies possibly moving to Nashville. What can you share with us about the circumstances of Ted's resignation? Really,
there's nothing. I mean, what he shared is really the way to look at it. Ted had asked for personal leave. Obviously, that was granted. And, last week, he just decided it was time. It's a hard job, Alex, as you know. And I just think he was ready to do it. So he tendered his resignation, and we accepted it and wish him well. Listen, what Ted Townsend's done for this city is unimaginable to most people. He has worked his tail off day and night. So we should all be thankful for that. But really, this was a personal thing.
So nothing else that the public should be concerned about?
No, sir. No, sir. I mean, we laughed about the comment, and people said, look, whether it was. But he came back on that and apologized for his language and said he loves this city. He's going to defend that in the Grizzlies, and that's right. And so we all love this city. But that wouldn't have anything to do with this.
Duncan, let's move on then. Let's talk about the Chamber's mission. Does it remain the same when it comes to economic development, workforce initiatives, business support? Should we expect any changes under your leadership?
I think there'll be any major changes, Alex. I think the main thing is, you know how I love the narrative of this city. Right. So I'm probably going to step into kind of that narrative and making sure the good news is being shared, which I do every Tuesday at 9:01 for a cheap plug. I put a newsletter out if anybody wants to see it. And so really it'll be about the narrative. Downtown's usually important to us, to this city. And so I want to help get downtown back to where it should be. But no, economic development, that's what we do. Workforce development, that's what we do and what we'll continue to do.
Do a deep dive for me, if you will, though, about some of the other initiatives involving the river crossing, Digital Delta, the XAI decision, which has drawn excitement and, as you well know, some scrutiny, some criticism at the same time. Will the chamber continue in that direction?
Yes, so Digital Delta is hugely important. I mean, it's XAI is the one that gets the headlines, but there's several companies that have come in and kind of fill that out. Even across the rivers, we're seeing it in North Mississippi. So it's really not borders. I mean, the Greater Memphis Chamber is really working with Greater Memphis, and that's important. But so the Digital Delta will go. I mean, obviously getting the bridge is one of the biggest things. It will be a little while, right? But it's $1 billion just coming in to make a new passageway, and it will be just an incredible, it will change kind of, as we say, the skyline will look different and all that. So really, no major changes. My job is to just keep doing what we're doing, make sure the team's supported, and then, ultimately find the right leader, which we're not in a huge hurry to do. We will take our time, we will get the right person.
Duncan, you talked about the river crossing. We talked about the Digital Delta. When it comes to these data centers, though, again, there's been some pushback as well, especially about, how aggressive the chamber can be or has been when it comes to placing in perhaps marginalized communities. How do you see that role playing out?
Well, there was never a plan the chamber put together, right? These are companies coming to the chamber and asking for our help. And really, what's our job as a chamber is to develop economic development, right? So that's bringing companies in like this. Where they choose to go to, we may make introductions, but we're not in on those decisions. So yeah, I mean, I think if you look at the whole country, the whole data center thing is something that everybody's watching. We're watching closely. But the digital delta isn't about data centers, right? It's about having the largest supercomputer in the world right next door. It's about Google. It's about, you can go through numerous ones that aren't data centers that are actually, doing the data stuff, and we'll continue that. So I think we'll all have to watch, because I think, you'll have state and national stuff come into the data centers. In fact, I think President Trump has put something out recently about the data centers and what they have to do. So it's ever evolving, but it's evolving quickly.
But you see still a relationship with a lot of different communities, making sure that they are listened to. Well,
you've got to listen to communities. I mean, that's another thing, right? Is that their voices need to be heard. Right. It can't just be rough shot, run over them. And I don't think it has been. I think, we don't get to choose the PR for firms, right? We can only suggest and help where we are, but yeah, I mean, what's more important than the community? So that's one of the things I've done, is really go out to the neighborhoods, and this was just as more chairman than my new role, but is go out and go to the neighborhoods and talk to the people in the neighborhoods and really find out what the chamber and the business community can do better for them.
And Duncan, I do want to also ask you about another big issue involving the chamber. Has involved some reports of salary increases for some of the top brass there. And were those numbers really justified or not? What do you say about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think you got to look at it as, look, this is a private business, right? We don't have government money. We don't have anything like that we should have to report to. So what the salaries, what they are, I mean, that goes through the board. It is also working on deals that we have that's there. It's unfortunate that
they're fair?
Play. Well, I think fair is whatever the market is at the time, Alex. That's what I would say. I hate to say one thing's fair and one thing's not. It's just we grew so fast, and the way we were growing, it just gave an opportunity for that.
One last thing here. Where do you see us going from here? How do you see your role? A caretaker, a change maker? What do you want the public to know about what you're doing?
How about a cheerleader? I'll do my jump ups and downs. No, I listen. I care deeply, and you know that. This is my community. It's where I was born and raised. So I'm going to do everything I can to make sure we reach the full potential we can, not just in the business world, in this entire city. I've said all along, our children are the most important thing we have in this community, and we've got to get behind to fight for them to make sure they know that they can stay in Memphis, Tennessee, and make a career for them and their families go forward. So that's something we're really going to push.
Duncan, I hope you promise to come on back to 3 at 3 in the future.
Whenever you want me.
We will do it again. Thank you very much, and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you. Stay right there.